what I'm going to do now is just, this is my approach with my own students who are learning the blues and also slash learning, you know, how to do some lead guitar stuff. There's a few devices that I like to show, and I mean, it's almost like a guitar workout. You can do some of these things you can just do when you're watching TV or something, just to get the muscle memory down. So it's not always necessary that you're sitting there, you know, practicing all this stuff, which is great, but you can also just kind of do, you know, almost like programming. You know, you're programming your hands, and you're just getting more comfortable with, you know, the repetition of all the moves, okay? So we're going to just, you know, approach it from the A minor pentatonic scale. Okay, the first thing I would say, once you've, you know, obviously a great thing when you're, you know, watching, you know, a show or a sports game, or you're waiting for your Pop-Tart to pop out, whatever, you can just over and over. When you're doing something else, you're not thinking about it. Over and over, you're just running up and down the scale. It's good for you. Something that gets a little more advanced is to alternate every pick. That's really hard to do. So what I would say for that is just take one string and just alternate picking on one string back and forth on two notes of that scale, like. And a point I want to make about that is that when you're jamming, right, now you're not watching TV anymore. You're really focused on jamming. You're jamming with another guitar player. Don't worry too much about all the technical things you've been practicing. The technical stuff that you're practicing is exactly that. It's stuff you're practicing. When it comes time to jam and play, just play. Because the point is, we want to work on all that stuff in the background, so eventually it becomes so second nature that you're not thinking about the technical stuff. So when you're jamming, just jam. Don't try not to think too much about, you know, the licks you have or anything. Just really be in the moment. Okay. Rewind. Back to things to work on. Okay. So if I take this pentatonic scale to get licks, you know, we can just take licks. And they're just little phrases that are within that kind of alphabet, that scale. So when you learn a lick, you know, you want to play it a bunch of times. I have one that's just a little lick like that. What you want to do is practice going up and down the scale, and then try and put that lick in as you're going up the scale. Okay, it's a great way to lengthen all those little phrases that you learn. Let's say I had that lick and this lick. Okay, now I use the scale and try and throw those phrases in as I'm climbing up and down the scale. See that? So that's a concept more than you should be rewinding and learning that lick. It's how to think about it. Little phrases and connecting it with just that scale that you've been practicing when you're watching TV. The more you can internalize those licks, the more you can change them, and it kind of becomes part of your vocabulary. All right, so that's I think a really important concept. Okay, the next thing, pentatonic scale, add the blues note, and now we have the blues scale. Same idea, connect the licks together, but now with the blues scale. Yeah, there's a lot more flavor adding that blues note. I just did the same thing. Right back down, okay?